Hello, I'm Tom Bleasdale, and in this video I'm going to talk about insomnia and painsomnia. If you're new to fibromyalgia, you may not have heard of painsomnia. If you've had fibromyalgia for any reasonable length of time, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with the term. I'll get onto that in a minute. Insomnia is a nightmare for anyone. If you're healthy, it's an absolute nightmare. If you've got fibromyalgia or any kind of chronic long-term health condition, it's even more of a nightmare because we're already exhausted. We already wake up in the morning feeling like we've been at the end of the day. We're in so much pain, we're just drained from the get-go, and then we've got to get through the day feeling like that, and then we've got to get to the end of the day and then get to bed, and then you get to bed and then you can't sleep. Why can't you sleep? You don't know why. You're exhausted. It makes no sense, and that in itself is so infuriating to me, the not being able to sleep when you're beyond exhausted. It's like, it's like your brain hits some kind of rolling mechanism, and then as soon as it gets to a certain point it resets and goes, oh no, I'm awake again, and your body is just dead and you just don't want to be awake, but you can't do anything but lie there and keep wondering, working out, oh yeah, if I can get to sleep in half an hour I'll have this many hours before I have to get up, or we've all done those calculations and maths in our head, and it's pointless because you can do that all night. I had it when I was younger, before I had fibromyalgia, and having to go to school and college the day after a night, well, the morning after a night of no sleep, it's just horrific. And then having to do it the next night and the next day, and eventually you just have to stop. But with fibromyalgia, we often find that we can't sleep, not just because of the brain thing deciding to wake us up and go on a million-mile march while we're trying to sleep, but we have this thing called painsomnia, where the pain wakes you up or stops you from getting to sleep in the first place, and that's just horrible, because a lot of the time you go to bed and you're hoping to get to sleep because you're in pain. You just want to sleep through the pain, and you can't get comfortable because of the pain. No matter what position you twist or turn in, like me right now in my back and my shoulders, no matter what position I move into, it's not even close to comfortable. It's like just pain all the way through it, and you can't do anything to stop that pain, and you're trying to sleep, but the pain is just too much to let you sleep. And yeah, painsomnia, it's horrible. Insomnia is unfortunately very, very common with people with fibromyalgia, and painsomnia is, well, everyone I know with fibromyalgia has suffered that. Everyone I know. Not every night, but some nights, most nights. It's a common thing. It's no fun. There's nothing you can do about it, really. I mean, I like to put on a movie that's slow and quiet, with the volume down, fairly quiet, but loud enough to hear, and set a timer on my TV for like 2 hours to switch itself off, and I'll try and focus on the film. That's what I do. Slow, quiet movie, telling myself I have to watch it and stay awake through it, and I usually fall asleep within half an hour, 3/4 an hour. But then often I'll be awake again in another 20 minutes with the pain, and I have to shift position and change position and move again. It's an ongoing process that goes on all night, every night. To varying degrees. Yes, you can take sleeping pills and that can help. I get terrible side effects from them. Terrible side effects from every sleeping pill I've ever had. Occasionally I will give in and take one, but most of the time I just won't, because the side effects are too horrible for me. Some people like sleeping during the day, and if you can sleep during the day and wake up feeling okay, brilliant, do that. I can't do that. If I fall asleep during the day for any longer than 10 minutes, I feel horrible afterwards. If I enter REM sleep while it's daytime and then I wake up, I can't function or wake up properly for the rest of the day. I'm completely gone, and the rest of the day is just a write-off for me, so I don't like doing that. There's various things that people can try to help themselves sleep, and these are just the standard things that anyone else can do. Hypnosis is really good for sleep. Hypnosis CDs, gentle, quiet music without aggressive beats or even any beats at all, like that can be helpful. Those meditation apps that have like the sound of the beach and that kind of thing, they can be really good. Whatever works for you, you know, do it, try it. I hope you can find something that helps you sleep better and sleep longer and enter reasonable states of deep sleep, because insomnia and painsomnia, two parts of fibromyalgia for almost everyone with it. They're horrible aspects of the condition to deal with, and yeah, all we can do is just push through it and make ourselves as comfortable as possible. As with all of these things, all we can do is just find the best ways we can to deal with it and accept what works for us.